Now, cutting across to the massive campaign that we see here of the BJP in Hyderabad ahead of the municipal polls, one can ask, what is the BJP's motive with this kind of campaign and the pompous show that they're presenting on ground there? After BJP's President JP Nadda, now Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is on a visit to Hyderabad today. In continuation to BJP's campaign trail, Yogi Adityanath held a massive roadshow at the Malkagirji area and announced name change for Hyderabad to Bhagyanagar. That was his proposal. In fact, when someone asked him if the name can be changed, he says, yes, why not? It can be changed to Bhagyanagar. Tomorrow, Home Minister Amit Shah is due to visit the city of Nawabs. Let's take a look, a complete lowdown on what's happening in Hyderabad.
Temperature is soaring in Hyderabad ahead of its civic polls on December 1. The civic polls have reached fever pitch, with top brass of the BJP taking the electoral battle to Owaisi's citadel. On Saturday, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath visited Hyderabad and held a massive roadshow in Malkagirji area, followed by a public meeting with locals. The UP CM was welcomed with a flower shower.
Yogi Adityanath is in Hyderabad and the Bharatiya Janata Party has pulled out all stops to ensure that he captures the heart and mind of the voters here. Though it is for the municipal election roadshow of Yogi Adityanath, which is taking place right now, and just look at the enthusiasm and the kind of election machinery which has been deployed by the BJP.
Yogi promised a makeover for Hyderabad, starting with its name. Friday, BJP President JP Nadda was the flag bearer of Saffron Party's campaign trail. And next in line to visit the city of Nawabs is Home Minister Amit Shah. He will visit Bhagyalakshmi Temple adjacent to Charminar and address a press conference on Sunday. Other big faces like Devendra Fadnavis and Smriti Irani, among others, have already visited the city. BJP is leaving no stone unturned, much to the surprise of its opponents.
I've been asking people as to who the local party here is, and it is us, the Telangana Rashtra Samiti, which is most certainly the local party. And so I've been appealing to the people that the gully party, the local party here, should be chosen over the Delhi party, which is, of course, the BJP and the Congress, of course.
हैदराबाद के पुराने शहर को कहती हैं कि यहाँ पर पाकिस्तानी है, रोहिंग्या है, अफगानी है और हम सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक करेंगे। अगर बीजेपी पुराने शहर में सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक करेगी तो 1 तारीख के दिन पूरा हैदराबाद इंशाअल्लाह ताला मिलकर बीजेपी के ऊपर एक डेमोक्रेटिक स्ट्राइक करेगा।
Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation election has turned into a full-on battle where BJP has deployed battery of its star campaigners. The way party is canvassing and campaigning in this election, it clearly shows that BJP is not only targeting Hyderabad but also eyeing to capture power in 2023 assembly polls in the state. With camera person Damodar, Ashish in Hyderabad for India Today.
Now here we're looking at the kind of polls, the poll campaigning rampant there in Hyderabad ahead of the municipal polls. We have our guest joining us to give us a perspective. Krishank Mane, TRS leader, joining us. Tom Varakan, the BJP spokesperson. We also have Syed Abbas, who's joining us, who's an app candidate. He's keenly observed the developments there. Let's quickly cut across to our TRS spokesperson there, our leader Krishank Mane. Mr. Mane, please take us through the kind of effect the BJP has on ground ahead of the municipal polls. Is it deterring the TRS government? Are you worried that the kind of pomp and show that the BJP is showing with all their big leaders, star campaigners on ground, this is going to make way for the BJP much ahead of your assembly polls?
Nabila ji, these kind of tests are not new for TRS party. In 2018, also the same Shri Yogi Adityanath ji, even Honorable Prime Minister or Amit Shah ji, all these union ministers, central Delhi leaders came, visited Telangana during the assembly elections. And what was the result? Only one assembly seat for Bharatiya Janata Party. Today, yet again, they come up with, united alliances. They have some alliances here too. And Delhi leaders. But at the end of the day, Hyderabad people want to listen that when such big leaders from the union cabinet are coming, Arey, khali haath mat aao, come with some, revenue for Hyderabad. Because very recently we had the Hyderabad flood relief. And Nabila ji, let the nation know. Because yesterday, Honorable Prime Minister even announced through Twitter ex gratia to Tamil Nadu, which we really appreciate. Yes, because our neighboring South Indian state, Tamil Nadu, we appreciate that. But what is the fact? The fact is Hyderabad hasn't got single rupee yet from Prime Minister's National Relief Fund or even from the NDRF. Not a single rupee yet. No interim relief yet. Nevertheless, even Yogi Adityanath ji also campaigned today. We've seen the roadshow of the farmers also in the Uttar Pradesh. It would have been nice if Yogi Adityanath ji stayed back at Uttar Pradesh having concerns over his own state where farmers are protesting and police are beating up the farmers. He coming up and talking in Hyderabad.
Now, Yogi
shows
Adityanath says that he's pitching for the name of Hyderabad to be changed to Bhagyanagar. And he gets a cheer for it as well.
Well, let that be for Hyderabadis to decide, Nabila ji. If Bharatiya Janata Party leaders want to change names, let them think about Ahmedabad first. Let them think about their own Ahmedabad first, where they have their own government. Hyderabad, let the Hyderabadis decide. Because these people will come and go. But at the end of the day, it is we, the regional parties, the gully parties, the TRS, which stays in Telangana, and our interests are for the people of Telangana because we have fought for this state, we have struggled for this state.
We see that, but nonetheless, it's always healthy to have an opposition, and it seems like the BJP is growing here in might. Here we have Tom Vadakan, the BJP spokesperson. Mr. Vadakan, what really is so luring with the municipal polls here in Hyderabad for the BJP to launch all their star campaigners amid a pandemic, a raging coronavirus pandemic?
Nabila, let me put you in touch with the reality. HMC covers a whopping 24 assembly constituencies, okay? And 20% of the total seat. Now, if any political party which has any vision for the future for South India would definitely campaign. And what's wrong in that campaigning? Now we are going to expose the Kalvakuntia family and the color change that they have undergone and the kind of assets that they have built. And well, the city was flooded. They are now offering 20,000 liters of water free. Why couldn't they do that earlier? When the election comes, they think of all sort of boosters to correct their image. And now you know what the situation is? The municipality does not have money to pay salaries because the state government will not pay the salaries. And incidentally, we will, or any party that wins, will have a tough time. But we will take that challenge.
Nabila.
Well, Mr. Vadakan, there's nothing wrong in campaigning, but like I started with, it's
Nabila.
a COVID-19 pandemic. At a time like this, all the star campaigners, including Yogi Adityanath, Amit Shah, all of them coming there and carrying out massive rallies with just 4 municipal seats that you won in the previous municipal polls. How motivating is that for the BJP? So is this political posturing to really eye at West Bengal, indirectly intimidating that the BJP is a strong unit and it can come down heavy on any state it wishes? Basically, BJP on election mode throughout. You're constantly on election mode.
Nabila, I've answered that question on your very channel. Today you will say it is West Bengal, tomorrow you will say it was Tamil Nadu, Kerala, but we are a fighting machine.
Basically, you're on election mode constantly.
We are a fighting machine. We will fight elections for the people of India. We will win that mandate because there is corruption and dynasty rule. They have ruined the state and the state of affairs of the finances. and the Kalvakunta family is rich, prosperous, and the dynasts are now having interns as next chief ministers.
Right.
The daughter and son are in competition. We want to finish dynasty.
Abhilaji, can I
We have
comment, please?
done that
I'll
in
quickly
North
cut across
India.
to Syed Abbas.
We
Let me
have
take his word
done
as
that
well on
in
this.
North India.
Abbas, go
We
on.
have done
Yes.
that in
Abhilaji, can I come in?
Central
I think,
India.
I think Tom,
Right
Tom
after
Madakan
Abbas,
Saab has,
right after Abbas, I'll come to you, Krishank.
I think Tom Madakan Saab has made some fabulous points. Certainly, sir, let me tell you on record, as a political analyst, I like the fighting spirit of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Even a Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation is taken so seriously. I think that's wonderful because it creates a lot more competition within Hyderabad, where the respective parties, MIM, the BJP, Congress, and also the TRS comes into the picture and provides better manifestos, better planning for the people. Like we had KCR Sahab, who said 20,000 liters of water free, again taking a leaf out of Arvind Kejriwal, free power to salons, laundries, etc. That's wonderful. But Tom Madakan Saab, my bone of contention towards you comes here when you give it a communal color, sir. This very dynamic communal leader of yours, like a Tejasvi Surya, does Hindu-Muslim, does Pakistan, and then we have this person called Yogi Adityanath, who's changed his own name from Ajay Singh Bish to Yogi Adityanath, who does Love Jihad, name Jihad. Now he wants to turn from Hyderabad to Bhagyanagar. Sir, I've made frequent trips to Hyderabad, and let me tell you, you'll not find a single person other than BJP who's not happy with the word Hyderabad. Why, sir? Why can't we base it on Vikas, on development? Why do you want to do Hindu-Muslim? For example, Yogi Adityanath ji held a public meeting at Lal Darwaza.
Syed Abbas, for that matter, I should mention the kind of flooding that happened, inundating low-lying areas, which people of Hyderabad are still suffering. So the civic infrastructure is not to boast of.
I'll complete my point. Yes, absolutely, I agree with you. At Lal Darwaza, he talks about the Article 370 that you Hyderabadis here, आप सब अभी जम्मू एंड कश्मीर पे जाके लैंड खरीद सकते हो. Yogi ji, that is a place where infrastructure issues are there. There is no water, there is no electricity, there is no proper civic amenities, and there you talk about being communal and buying land at Jammu and
Right.
Kashmir.
Let me go
like
quickly.
this kind of
Abbas, go on, Mr. Krishank.
Well, Nabila ji, 20,000 liters free water. We've kept it in manifesto. We agree that. But, you know, Bharatiya Janata Party should remember, because the government of India has not given us a single rupee for any irrigation project for Telangana. We had a Kaleshwaram, which we've built on our own expenses on the state exchequer, and we've asked for a national status, which they haven't given. So it is our pride to see, because we've had water wars when before Telangana created. So nothing wrong if we are having a manifesto point that we'll be giving free water, because there are parties like the Bharatiya Janata Party which keeps free COVID vaccine in a municipal election, Nabila ji. I mean, not just Bihar. They've included in the manifesto. I mean, if tomorrow Hyderabadis will not vote you, does that mean that you will not give a free COVID vaccine? Is that what they mean? I mean, this is disgusting. And they're talking about corruption. You put public sector industries to sale. You kept India to sale. Air India, LIC, BHEL. I can list it out.
Right.
Railways. There's a huge number of lists.
Mr. Vadakan,
so these people cannot talk about corruption.
All right, Mr. Vadakan, here, the issues that have been spoken about in the poll campaign, a lot of it polarizing, which the BJP has been doing in be it anywhere, starting with West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, you saw Karnataka, now even in Hyderabad. This method of campaigning works for you somehow, but do you think people of Hyderabad really care for the fact that they can now buy land in Jammu and Kashmir? That was a poll, the speech that Yogi Adityanath spoke in the rally. He said today that you can buy land in Jammu and Kashmir, all thanks to the centre. Is that going to lure Hyderabadis?
Nabila, why don't you leave it to the wisdom of the Hyderabadi businessmen? Investing in Kashmir is not a crime.
So then
if there's an invite,
you're focusing on
invest in Kashmir,
on
it's part of
businessmen,
India.
on industrialists. What about the commoners?
He has come to Telangana and has invited people to, okay, you can. And before this, last 70 years, you couldn't go even the corridors of Kashmir or invest anything. If this is a plus point, why not talk about it? There was a talk about vaccine. If you have a state government which can fund it, and it was done in Bihar, and we believe that once a state government comes in, we will deliver. The state of Tamil Nadu has offered Tamil Nadu does not belong to the BJP. The state of Madhya Pradesh has offered. What's wrong? If the government of India decides to give vaccine, we intend to keep the promise. Prime Minister of India has visited all the vaccine centers today. It was visually on your television. He is keeping himself up to date when the vaccine comes. And the leader and the opposition parties are asking, when will the vaccine? Here's a Prime Minister traveling all the way to find out when the vaccine will come. And we will deliver it free if it arises. And why not?
All right. Over to you, Abbas. Abbas, here we're looking at BJP constantly on election mode, and that's the question that people raise, that if they're constantly on that election mode and the election trail, where is the developmental work really happening?
Certainly. Myself and Tom Vadakkan are very articulate spokesperson of the BJP. We've been on many debates. We've agreed on some, we've disagreed on some. But basic factor here is Vikas and development. Certainly, that has been the A game. There's a beautiful quote, Nabila ji, which says, there are no small roles, only small actors. Therefore, there are no small elections, only small political parties. I like the fact that the BJP coming into the picture will take the dynamics higher. But I request the party, the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is a party with a difference, which speaks of Vikas and development, to kindly stick to the same and not do a communal color, not do name jihad, not do love jihad, and all these stances. I'd like to request, what is in your manifesto,
But
sir?
this is what it seems to be working for the BJP. They're catching the pulse of what is across the country. They're somehow gaining that support from those people who if you feel that's polarizing, this could possibly be the real sentiment of people on ground. Don't you think that way?
But as a voter, I'd like to know from Tom Vadakkan Saab, what are you offering for the people of Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation? What is in your manifesto, sir? We'd like to know for the development of Hyderabad.
Right.
We will deliver it once we are voted to power. Rest assured, development will follow.
What are your promises, sir? What is in your manifesto?
Wherever we have come to power, and from the mandate of the people, we have delivered. That is the difference between these small promises.
What are you offering, sir? What is your
All right, I think all that's clear in the manifesto, Abbas. But a quick word I'll take from Krishank before that. Krishank, go on. BJP coming down heavy on the TRS government, of course, accusing the government of dynasty politics. This is Telangana does not belong to one family. That's the target here that the BJP in the campaign is hitting out. Your word on that as I wrap here.
Well, Nabila ji, I don't want to waste my time to list out the entire Bharatiya Janata Party's Vasundhara Raje Scindia ji or Yediyurappa's. That's a waste of time because everyone knows across different states how families in politics or even in cricket, Jai Shah and Amit Shah ji, they're there. I don't want to waste my time because people have accepted KCR ji, son KTR ji, he's got highest margin, and even Harish Rao ji also. So that's not the agenda. The agenda, what we want
people
to see
barely
is
also on the other hand, people barely see Chandrasekhar Rao. They barely get to see him.
Nabila ji, KTR ji was there. KCR ji, with all the funds, difficulties of economic disasters of the government of India, COVID and all that, we've released 550 crores for the flood relief from the state exchequer. Nevertheless, Hyderabad has come a long way after 2014. We were cursed of darkness, no electricity, but we don't have those power cuts.
Right.
We were cursed for water wars, water problems. We don't have any such issues further. We have large investments, industries coming here, Amazon, Google, their campuses across after US, they have the largest campuses here. We got your point,
Krishank. No doubt that the Chandrasekhar Rao government has done enough for Telangana. But here's the BJP wanting to be a fitting opposition. Will they make inroads with the municipal polls in Hyderabad? Remains to be seen there. Thank you very much, all our guests, for joining us. But before we wrap here, of course, again, thank you, Abbas, Krishank and Tom Vadakkan for giving us your perspectives.